the National Football League. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens!
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. That's the rookie Tyler Luke. He begins this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever. Set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 33.
A big play for the Giants. 33 yards.
1st and 10.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play?
And he's in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens, nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Justice Hill to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on the football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. They get 18 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And Baltimore first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll run it with Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
19 more on that one, and another first down.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Tyler Newman is there for the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Now he takes off. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. A short goal, down to the 7.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Giants' 7-yard line.
2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Unlikely. Touchdown, Ravens.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And the Giants first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On the ground, right back to Tracy. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third down and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play out of the G-men. 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Tracy. And he will not be able to get free. He's picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
2 yards. And it's third down.
Gun, here comes Dart. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
A little miscommunication there, and that brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver are on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This from 34 yards. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Start out on the ground with Henry. And them up and down, just shy off the 40. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Give him 10 more on that one, and another first down.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can, and I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
Play action now. Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Look wide. Get this one complete. And nice work after the catch. They stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everyone.
Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, out is the rookie Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal.
6-yard attempt.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Ravens will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold. And a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The throw is done. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Dart going to fake the give and hold on to it. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down
at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Dart. He has Hyatt complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll go to the crowd, and here's Tracy on 1st down, and they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
1st down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Dart. Singletary. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Throwing is Dart. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he'll take this one in. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Jackson. To the right side, he's got Andrews. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. He's going to have the Ravens 1st down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Off the play fake. Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Fowler. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 1. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Here's Hill. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Darius Lewis there on the tackle.
second and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 9. On play action, here's Jackson. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Third and short, Jackson. Open man is Hopkins. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
First down. First and 10.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Second and 11. Now, faking the give. Open right side is Likely. He's in! Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. A return now from the 4. Yeah! He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Forward out to the 29-yard line. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Gain of 12 yards.
They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Giants.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll go play action here with Dart. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, second and 10. Throwing. Dart. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbound.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Throwing again, Dart. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Rajante Wester deep for Baltimore. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. Looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense is right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
And the Baltimore first down.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Again, it's Jackson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Justice Hill. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Run play. This is Hill. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up, goes down.
Made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
At the 41-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room out.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on play.
The tackle
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Back to throw, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with this.
That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row.
First
and another first down.
15-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing Jackson. And it's into the hands of Flowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go from there.
And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
30-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens move out in front, 20-17.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Tracy. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Starting through it on 2nd down. He has Hyatt complete. They'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun. It's dark. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here.
It's a loss of 2.
How would you like to be this running back here?
12.
You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
They'll run here with Hill. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
The tackle made back at
well, they certainly didn't allow the
line.
loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
Third and long for Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. On play action, it is Doc. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. A first-time Pro Bowler a year ago, it is Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
Brings up 3rd.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's Jamie Gillen on now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Wester on the return. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Off the play fake. Jackson. It's a short one caught by Andrews. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 22.
What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Giants, that is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now it's Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and goal for Jackson. That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Show continues. What a 1st half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
17.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Mike Green is there on the stop.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Taken down up at the 40-yard line. The Giants can call their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
The Giants 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Connects with his big tight end, man Hurts. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
New York.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the 2nd half. Teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here now, 3rd and 5. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Ravens sending the punt team out there as he's on to punt for the second time. The Giants offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Scrimmage. That's about all.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We got a long way to go to get back in.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. To the air on 2nd down. Dart. This one is caught by Robinson. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Giants sending out their punter. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down.
This tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, here's Henry.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They'll take this forward for about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Down the sideline, past the 40. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
3rd and short, Jackson. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Again, it's Jackson. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson on the
What
keeper.
a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
4th down, Jackson. Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on 4th down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
Luke now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Giants 17.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a gain of 19. And a very quick 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This one broken up. And it's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 2nd down, Dart. Open man is Robinson. Down to the 10. And he will score. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Ravens 34, Giants 24.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens
their own
headed back out again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Baltimore.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
This throw right is taken in by Flower. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
He'll go right back to Flower. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's the give to Henry, running right. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown, Ravens. zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens are going to extend their lead.
Makes the score Ravens 41, Giants 24.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. To the line of scrimmage, that's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. I'll give to Singletary on the zone read. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, down the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. On 1st and 10, here is Dark. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down, Giants.
And a shotgun. It's Dark. He's going to keep it himself. They get 22 yards there. First down, Giants.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Giants first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, New York.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
We'll go play action here with Dark. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Like, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Dart come through here on second down. That is caught, and he's into the end zone yet again. Wandale Robinson, touchdown Giants. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having the day.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are able to cut the deficit to 10. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
How would you like to be a defender and see a guy like this coming full steam ahead, trying to barrel down on you? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for that, and you can see why. His ability to play through contact is just a lot to handle.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Second down, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he will go all the way. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. His second touchdown tonight. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens are able to extend the lead.
31.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
To throw, it's Clark on 1st and 10. His receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 13 yards on the catch there. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Slayton is the man in motion. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. To the air again goes Dart. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And 3rd down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that in a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, New York.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with. So
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
In motion, it's Robinson. To the air on 2nd down. Dart. He has Hyatt complete. Good work there to get this back close to a 1st down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, they're going to make for a long day. And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal.
29-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants are back within 2 scores.
34.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Graham
Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. Boom! And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. Back to throw, Jackson. It'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 2.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Now a 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them 1 step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
49-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Giants, 34.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. 20 will knock him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Looking to throw. It's Dark. Well, it's another catch for his favorite target.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Dark. Now a screen to be set up to Singletary. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, here's Singletary.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dark. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's going to have the Giants' 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chain.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Dark. He'll step up and run, and he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
They'll be forced to just blow that one away. It's incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The throw is Dark. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Out of the gun. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll go, and here's Dark. end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Ravens offense ready to take over once again. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. The drive. It's a first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
On the tackle. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's another Baltimore first down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls can't buy it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pick.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Jackson on 3rd and 2, and he'll take it on in. Jay Flowers, touchdown Baltimore. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens tack on one more to their lead.
62. Giants 34.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. Crazy. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Giants offense and receiver Darius Slayton get to go to work again. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they've just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Motion man is Hyatt. Play fake, down dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Shotgun. It's Dart going for it all. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
First contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Heading right. It's Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Third and 7. Now, Jackson. He'll try to get there on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. On 4th down, out is the rookie Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This one from 39 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. With a carry by Singleton. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll run once more with Singleton. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
We'll go back to Singletary on first down. He's beyond midfield to the 45. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Giants.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
4 yards.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense will get a little lackadaisical. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On second down, it's Singleton. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here we go. One final play. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th